Hello! Brandon Carey, aka Enigma, aka Nerd Cloud, is here. And today, we are going to continue our exploration of the PS2 era platformers with Sly 2 Band of Thieves. We are going to hold off on the quarry for now until they get the online multiplayer going, and then once we do, I'll bring Chris in, and we will do that. But for now, you will continue the plan as scheduled. You're going to start with Sly 2 Band of Thieves.
Breaker Alpha Foxtrot, this is the Wizard. Do you read me, Sitting Duck?
This is Peking Duck. I hear you, Blizzard.
No, Sly, I'm the Wizard, and you're Sitting Duck.
I read you loud and clear, Lizard.
No, I'm... Forget it, you're not taking this seriously.
Yeah, I'm not. Look, Bentley, I know this is your first time out in the field, but you've gotta loosen up. If we're gonna get to those clockwork parts, I need you on your toes. So in plain talk, what's your status?
Well, I've established myself in the basement, and I'm pretty sure I can rewire the service elevator if you can power it up from that security station.
Hang tough, pal. It might take some time, but I'll figure out a way to get up there.
This is a good way to open the game. Oh, so I like Sly's new animation. He looks much more like he's creeping and sneaking around with this walk cycle than with his previous one. It makes him look like an actual thief, keeping his muffling his steps on purpose, while still keeping a decent pace. I do apologize because I've tried several different ways to get my legitimate PS2 copy working, and I couldn't find any that dealt with the fact that this looks a little blurry on HD monitors, but we'll make do what we got. We'll make do. Imagine once you start getting into it, you'll barely notice. No, this is actually a little uncomfortable in the eyes to get used to the lower resolution. Yeah, this was one of my favorite games in the PS2 era. I absolutely adore this game. This is a great game, and welcome to the chat, JRVN.
Okay, I spliced the wires. Ow! Hold on. There it is.
So the big part of this game was that finally the other two are playable in this game.
Okay. Let me at that security.
This is a big deal to see Bentley in the level back in this era, because this was before he was a real presence in the world.
Applied. There goes the laser security system. I'm working on the security gate.
I'm just spending this time admiring this fucking walk cycle.
Presto, all clear.
Thanks, pal. For your first time out, you did pretty well.
Oh, this operation is far from complete. Now that the lasers and spotlights are offline, Murray should be moving into position for your rendezvous. I'll stay here and provide computer support while you go on ahead.
Awesome. There's also a really strong opener to this game. Wow, you are very stiff, Bentley, but I appreciate it. I appreciate your efforts. Also, I like this concept art from the previous game. Right here. There's the Panda King. There's us. Oh, there... This must be a different version, an early version of the character art. There's Mugshot, Raleigh. Also notice you have a health bar now. We're not using Lucky Charms anymore. Because, this the PS2 era was at the same time a very like popular era for mascot platformers, and a transitional era for them as well. It wasn't enough to be just like the classic mascot platformer the way that you used to be able to in the PS1 era at the time.
According to my information, the clockwork parts are being stored up there. Now to get access, you're gonna have to meet up with Murray at the rendezvous point. Unfortunately, the route through the garden is filled with guards.
No problem. I'll just take the long way around.
If memory serves, you need to jump and hit the circle button to run along ropes.
Yeah, we just have that move now, because we beat the first game. But, as we'll kind of see after we get past this intro bit, each of the big, like, mascot platformers of the PS3 era, Jack, Ratchet, and Sly, had to kind of carve their own niche and separate themselves from the rest of the genre. And each of them did it in different ways. Like, we saw Ratchet and Clank, it became much more...
Try pressing on ahead without him.
It became much more of a combat shooter, where the actual, like, the gunplay became the central focus. And Jack had its own thing that it... Oh, look, Murray. They fixed you in this game.
Greetings, citizen. I hope you weren't
I love
harmed by
this.
my meteoropic entrance.
No, Murray, I kept it a safe distance.
Good, good. The Thunderflop knows neither friend nor foe, only destruction.
Yeah, could you maybe channel some of that raw energy into the security gate?
Of course, it is nothing before the Murray.
I appreciate this. I appreciate that he's like got his own like whole persona about him now.
Okay, all clear.
I appreciate. Yeah, angsty and dark is one way to put it. I would say bad, but angsty and dark is definitely one way of putting it. There, I said it. There, I said it.
Stands before you. Fear not, I shall bend it like the truth.
Little preview of what we can do with him.
Solid work, Murray. You're really in the zone.
My hulking frame is too much for that puny rope. You go ahead and unlock the doors from the inside. I'll be waiting in the hallway to help you carry out the clockwork parts.
And Sly went its own direction. Sly decided that it was it had its own kind of idea of what this kind of platformer would be like in the PS2 era.
The clockwork part should be here. This is all wrong. We need to pull the plug on this operation right now.
Freeze, Cooper.
Inspector Fox, as beautiful and unpredictable as ever.
Whereas you crooks are so predictable. You always return to the scene of the crime.
Crime? I haven't stolen anything. Yet.
Oh, really? Then who broke in last night and made off with all the clockwork parts? You've got the motive.
Someone already stole the parts?
Don't play dumb with me.
Wow.
It might not have been him, Comleader. The method of entry and guard casualties all point to this being a Claw Gang job.
The Claw Gang?
Constable Neela, I allowed you to sit in on this stakeout. As
I
a
love
favor
this little
to
cutscene.
Contessa. I really don't need any help. Oh, I think you might. Look at the facts. Facts! Sly Cooper is right here. I caught him red-handed. I'm just saying that there are other criminals in the world other than... Sly Cooper! After him!
Nice.
Hold still!
Automatic. I love it. I don't actually press the run button. He just kind of transitioned into a run automatically for this scene. That's actually pretty cool.
This wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, well, this is where things get fun.
All right. Ignore her and collect some coins.
Come back here, ringtail! Stop, thief!
You guys go warm up the van.
This is a really good way to again, establish the scene.
Pick me up at the rendezvous.
Because they really organically introduce the threads of the Clockwork Parts and the Claw Gang in this. Although, I guess, like, not organically. Neela has the talks about the Claw Gang, but they kind of get into that with the story later on, which makes it okay.
Freeze!
But it really does, like,
Stop, thief!
they give us enough that we can pick up the idea of what's going on here on our own without the game saying Sly Cooper went to the museum to steal the Clockwork Parts. We can tell. We have the information we need.
Stop, thief!
The characters don't have to explain it. They can talk around it, and we know what they're talking about.
Hey, come back here, Ringtail! I'll find you, Cooper!
Also, Carmelita has a new voice actress. Get used to that happening. They never really got an idea of what her voice is supposed to be.
As angry as ever. She's really quite lovely when she's angry. That Constable Neela, was a reference to the Claw Gang just a slip of the tongue, or an intentional clue? Either way, it's our only lead on the missing Clockwork Parts. Clockwork. He was consumed with jealousy for the Cooper clan's thieving reputation. Is it inappropriate to refer to him as a monster? No, not at all. What kind of person stays alive for hundreds of years with the express intention of wiping out a rival's family line? Imagine the hatred fueling that first decision to replace his mortal body with soulless machinery. Ultimately, it did the trick. Clockwork lived on. He caught up with my parents, and I wound up in an orphanage. It's there that I met my pals, Bentley,
Yeah.
the brains of our outfit, and Murray, the brawn. They turned out to be all the family.
They really improved the art style between this game and the
2
first
years
one.
ago,
They
I
really
died
improved the art
finishing.
style.
How naive to think I could so easily put an end to that kind of hatred. And now he's back. In pieces, sure, but the threat is real. Does the Claw Gang even realize what they've stolen? I don't know what's in my future, but I won't let it be a repeat of my past.
I didn't notice it until, like, at the time, it seemed like it was the same art style. I didn't notice the difference, but now that I'm playing these, like, right after the other, I notice now how much the art style has changed, but it still feels in the same vein between, like, 1 and 2. I like I like the different art style too. It's a much cleaner looking art style. Now we're gonna start with the actual story. The Black Chateau. That's a really good, that's a really good animation.
I had to call in a few favors to get the goods on the Claw Gang's local operator, Dimitri, a sort of underworld celebrity, equally at home in high-class art circles and shady back-alley crimes. He was once a passionate young art student who worked hard to develop his own visionary style. Unfortunately, the art world wasn't quite ready for his kinetic aesthetic.
Many
So
an
he gave them
artist.
what they wanted and started forging old masterpieces. His way of punishing those with bad taste. Dimitri now runs a nightclub on the west side. The thumping music, colorful light shows, and a hint of danger lure in chic young patrons from far and wide. And it's here,
This is a
hidden
good
somewhere,
song.
where we'll find the Clockwork Tail Feathers. What Dimitri plans to do with the Clockwork part is beyond me. But those plans end tonight.
I will always adore this episode. Like it's like an intro to like a B movie or like a cartoon, like a children's cartoon, and I love it every time. I will never get enough of that. This is the song I think about when I think about this game. I think about this song exactly. Alright, we start off as playing as Sly.
I tell you, Bentley, it's gonna be a real pleasure robbing this nightclub.
I share in your enthusiasm, but before we hit the inside, we'll need to do a little reconnaissance work.
What do you have in mind?
I've installed this special antenna on the safe house to help with our first job, hacking into Dimitri's satellite array. The coordinates for the job start beacon have been uploaded to your binocular. Make your way to this position, and I'll give you a full briefing on our objective.
I'm on my way.
I forgot that this game got a demo in Ratchet & Clank 3. I genuinely forgot about that. They were still doing that back in this era, because I remember in PS1 era, you could get a Crash demo in Spyro and vice versa.
I'll beam some virtual markers into your thief mask. They'll help you find your way around. If no markers are in view, use the right analog stick to move the camera and look around for them. Remember, the view is always better from the rooftops.
Now, you may have noticed that we are in a hub world like we were in Sly 1, but the hub world's a little bigger than it used to be. The solution that Sly Cooper kind of found for how to separate itself from other platformers was to kind of do this wide open world.
The message you just found appears to be some sort of clue. I'll decipher it here in the safe house.
Not
In the meantime, see if you can find any more clues. The more
Where-
I have, the easier it'll be to crack the code.
where Jack went like full open world, like fully GTA style open world setting in a big city. Sly has more localized, wide open stages. This is much more contained, which honestly is probably better because it makes it a little easier to navigate. And this was kind of the niche that it chose to separate itself from the other mascot platformers. It was this not like wide open, but semi-open world setting. Like this is about probably like I want to say like the average Hitman level is like a little smaller than this, but not by much. It gives you just enough room to get that freedom of exploration without being so wide open that you're like effectively just not sure where to go. It's very focused. Is probably a better way of putting it. It's a very focused open world compared to like Jack's more wide open world. And now each
Sly, I need you to hack into Dimitri's communication array so that we'll have access to his database.
How am I supposed to do that?
To start, you'll need to get to the top of that tower. Then reposition the satellite dish to point at my safe house antenna. If you want to climb on stuff, jump and hit the circle button to grab hold. Try climbing up that pipe.
Right. Jump and press the circle button to climb pipes. I'm on it.
all right. Try to be a little sneaky. We'll try to be a bit sneaky. Because the game really doesn't want you to go into a big old fight. Not yet. There are characters for that.
I've projected holographic markers near interactive objects like this satellite dish. When you're near these markers, press the circle button to use the object. Great. The first one's in position. I've uploaded the next waypoint into your Thief Mask imager. Remember, click the L3 button to locate your next objective.
So here we are. Like, we are having actual, like, instead of this being just a hub world, this is also a place where you can have missions. And so, part of going through a level is learning the location and getting a feel for its topography so that you can best navigate it. And now you see these clue bottles. Each hub world has 30 of them, and frankly, I am not sure if I'm going to go for them all or not. I am leaning more towards, like, either no or not on camera, which would also effectively be no, knowing me.
Okay, only one more to go. Activate your Thief Mask imager by pressing the L3 button to find the last dish waypoint. Remember, the view is always better from the rooftop.
This is actually a pretty good way of just establishing the new mode of play.
While walking to break into a fast run, but be careful, as this is surely loud enough to alert any guards in the vicinity.
Yeah, this is actually a really good way of just opening, like establishing the new mode of play for people who played the first game, and for new people who have not played it, who this might be their first, like, platformer, first Sly game. It's actually a pretty good mission to establish that we are able to do stuff in the open world now. It's not just a hub anymore. It is an actual, like, open space that you can do objectives in. Hell yeah.
Nice work, Sly. I'm downloading from Dimitri's mainframe as we speak.
All in a night's work. So, where do we go from here?
Your next job is to break into the nightclub and take some reconnaissance photos of the clockwork tail feathers. To get inside, you'll have to sneak through an old wine cellar beneath town.
Okay, I'll head out for the cellar.
You can hear the clue bottle before you see it. Hear its clinking and clattering on the pavement. I'll probably just get any outcome, like, that are near me, and if I get all 30, congratulations. If not, oh well. Because they're not really as important in this game as they were in the first one. In the first game, they were how you got 100%, and that's still technically true.
Good to see you, little buddy. I guess the way through the wine cellar is guarded by those rats. Bentley thought you might like some help clearing them out.
Sounds like fun. You and me, back to back?
Totally. Outnumbered, fighting impossible odds. It's perfect.
All right, pal. Let's get to it.
Fear the Murray!
Good old-fashioned brawl.
Hold on, Sly. Let me lower those bars for you. There you go. To get over this thing, you'll have to double jump. Hit the X button to jump, then, while in the air, press it again to get some extra air time. Looks like you're on your own from here.
I'm used to it. Thanks for the help.
Anytime, partner.
Get some extra coins while we're here. Yeah, in the previous game, you got special moves from doing the clue bottles, and that's true here as well. But just due to the nature of how the formula has been changed, those moves, they're not as vital as they used, or as useful as they were in the previous game. So you can kind of safely ignore them if you want to.
Past these lasers, you need to crawl under that table. To do that, get near the table and press the circle button.
Which is why I'm a little, like... I'm still a little, like, thinking about whether or not I want to actually go for them or not, because... Frankly, I don't recall using many of the powers you get from...
Flashlight guards are too tough to fight head-on. Crawl under the tables to sneak around him.
I don't recall using many of the powers I got from the clue bottles in this game. And in the third game, they scrapped that mechanic entirely. Reason I'm not entirely sure on.
This air vent leads into Dimitri's nightclub. Hit the circle button to crawl inside.
Hell yeah, let's crawl inside.
In order to shut down those yellow lasers, you'll need to take out that guard. Sneak up behind him and press the triangle button to knock him into the air. Then the square button to slam and finish him off.
Man, if you don't have...
Got that?
If you...
Then the square button.
If you have hearing issues, this game does nothing to teach you how to do the mechanics. It is all vocal. That is interesting. I didn't realize that. That's a big accessibility thing. I'm genuinely shocked that we're not actually like seeing the controls on screen for that. That's weird.
That sneak attack slam move only works on guards who haven't seen you. Wait until this guy turns his back, and then let him have it.
Yeah, I'm really surprised. I figured they would at least like have a prompt on screen.
If you get in a fight with those rats, the sneak attack won't work. It's purely a stealth move.
Flight is faster. Let's open this vent and keep going.
Another air vent. Judging by the angle, it should lead to the printing press room.
Hope it does.
Jackpot! The heart of Dimitri's operation.
Look how fucking big this vent
Through those
is.
windows and take some reconnaissance photos. Tap the R3 button. You know, click the right analog stick to bring up your binocucom. It's already outfitted with a spy cam. Sly, use the right analog stick to zoom in and out on photo targets. Tap the R1 button to take a picture when you've got a good shot.
Oh my god, you took so long explaining that.
That generator seems to be powering the security systems down here.
Do not blow up generator. That's a suspicious.
Ingenious. Dimitri's using the clockwork tail feathers as printing plates. Given their rare alloy, they'll never wear out. Unlimited forged money. That's our target. Dimitri, professional lounge lizard and international fortune.
Oh, he's a lounge lizard. That's why he's a chameleon.
Head back to the safe house and we'll cook up a plan of attack.
I don't know why I didn't connect the dots back in the day. Oh, I love this. I love this.
The recon photos are a grim reminder of what the modern thief is up against. Spotlights, stepped-up patrols. The sum of it all renders a direct assault impossible. To solve this puzzle, I'm going to need some more intelligence. First, replace this bugged painting with one Dimitri has in his office. Once in place, we should be able to listen in on his communications. Second, if you see the boss, tail him. We might learn something from studying his movements. Once we've got a proper understanding of the operation, those clockwork tail feathers are as good as ours.
Yeah, the slideshows really do add a lot to the game, because this combination of semi-open world.
You can bring up your binocular by pressing the R3 button. You know, the right analog stick that adjusts the camera. Click it to look for your binoculars.
Now we have our choice of objective.
The new job starts I've placed around town. Plus, they'll let you read the job title.
The slideshows, like, add a lot, because when you combine that with the fact that we're going, like, in this semi-open space, what Sly Cooper chose, more or less as their modus operandi from here on out, is to kind of be almost a simulation of Ocean's 11. Oopsie doodle. I am missing that sneak attack quite a bit. Yeah, this is a simulation of more or less like what it would be like to do like a coordinated, planned out heist from start to finish. From the planning stages all the way to the actual heist itself as the finale of the world.
Sly, I managed to outfit this forged painting with a bug. I need you to sneak into Dimitri's office and swap it with the original.
Nice. So we'll be able to listen in on his conversations.
Yes, I thought things might go more smoothly with an ear on the inside. Just be careful with the fine art. Take any damage and the painting's ruined.
Yeah, and always stick to the rooftops and you'll almost never have to worry about guard patrols. But yeah, the idea here is that we are more or less planning from start to finish a heist. And that's why we need an open world, because an open world lets you do like really cool thief things like tailing someone or hacking into their satellite arrays and feel like less like it's a platform level, more like you're actually like doing sneaking around and thief and stealthy shit. It makes the world feel more alive, which adds to the fantasy. Whoopsie doodle. That's fine. And that's part of what that is the choice they made. I think it was the correct choice for the series, to be honest.
Indicates that door is locked from the inside.
That's all right. I never was one for the direct approach.
Swell, because the indirect approach is way up there through that air vent.
Not a big deal. Huh, okay. Do I have to go all the way around? Looks like I do. Of course, if I get hit, this painting is gone. I see. Yeah, this song is really, really good. You can see why Dimitri runs a nightclub. Yes. Spice. Spice sales. Spice. That's what it's called. Definitely not drugs. Definitely not drugs in a T for Teen game. It's definitely spice.
Nice work, Sly. The bug's in position. If you manage to get the original painting back to me in one piece, I could sell it through my internet connections and make us a ton of coins.
Job completed. And now we can get out of here and move on with our day. Be pretty easy to get this painting back to get some extra money. So let's do that. And although we do lose the phenomenal soundtrack, we do have this.
Getting spotted by the flashlight guards. If you get caught, you can run away by holding down the R1 button.
Oh, there's treasure there too, so we'll come back for that clue bottle at some point. Woo! Take this bottle, let's take it over to the safe house so that we can have our friends sell it for the monies. For dem muns. See, now that we have it here, we can sell it for money and then buy the smoke bomb. Now, the gadgets are interesting in Sly 2 because we don't have we have a gadget gauge. Essentially, you can come here and bind any 3 powers to your shoulder buttons. R1's always run, but that leaves the other 3 that you can assign freely to whatever you want. And by pressing the button associated with that power, you use it, and it costs a gauge, or a certain amount of gauge, depending on what the power is. Now, we do have a Tailing Dimitri mission to do. But before we do that, I actually want to sell that vase that we saw. Get you later. Oh. Can jump. Nice. First, let's get this clue bottle over here. I do see the one down there, so we'll get that as well. I guess I am going for clue bottles as I see them. Hopefully that means we'll get all 30 by the time we're finished the level, but if it's not the case, oh well. Too bad. And this should be another clue bottle over yonder, which we can sell for dem moans. It's all about that money.
Piece of fine art back to the safe house in one piece. We can sell it on ThiefNet for a ton of coins.
See no reason why we can't, since we just did it before. Helps that there's no actual restrictions on what we can do while we're moving it. Just that we can't get hit or we lose it. So you're free to do your entire move kit. This ain't like Spider-Man where flipping your pizza while in the middle of flight can ruin it. And that's how you get that cheddar. Oh, the Spider-Man 2 pizza, Xenocrush. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You know how it is. The Spider-Man 2 pizza mini game. With the best music that's ever been in the video game. Music as good as Sly's Italian accent.
I just intercepted an email from Dimitri. He's ordered his guards to ring the boat's bell when the coast is clear.
Coast is clear for what?
Of that I'm uncertain. Ring the bell and follow him without being seen. Then maybe we'll find out what he's hiding.
That was a good game back in the day. I see a clue bottle, so we're gonna get it real quick. And now it's time to do some Dimitri tailing. Another advantage of the open world. Is that we have tailing missions now that we can actually... Well, I guess that's not really an advantage, is it? But it's something we can do now that we're in open world. This very thiefy kind of like tailing mission. You know, before Assassin's Creed at all like ruined the idea. Although I guess the idea was already kind of ruined by tailing missions themselves. But you know what I'm trying to say. I mean, Dimitri himself calls himself Greasy Sweet. That's something that he calls himself in the game. So I could see why they would call him Greasy Sweet in the Discord. I need to check Discord more often. I'm pretty bad at doing that. Yeah, his suit's Greasy Sweet. Smooth. Got to keep it smooth. Yeah, his suit's Greasy Sweet. Yeah. That's the line. His suit is Greasy Sweet. Did not lose you yet, my boy. Always use the rooftops. They never see you coming. This is the end. What? Oh, come on. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. So, yeah, wacka wacka. I mean, this is actually like a thing. Like a lot of other countries do like enjoy specific eras of Americana. And very specific eras of Americana. And will adopt part of that into their own culture. That's a thing that's pretty common. And you can see Dimitri here is a big example of that kind of adaptation.
Keep it smooth, baby.
Feel tall, stand tall. Arts. Smooth, baby. It is good that I never get tired of the soundtrack because he just played a lot. So it's good that it's always good.
Look out for a closer view.
That is a weird thing to say when opening a keypad.
Good job tailing him, Sly. He had no idea you were watching while he typed in.
That is a weird thing to say when you're typing things into a keypad.
Hold on. Looks like that door leads to the nightclub's aqua pump. This might be useful for the heist.
Now this should open up a new job. See, now we know. Now we can switch characters and start exploring one of the cool things about Ocean's 11 style stories is the ensemble cast. They each have their own strengths they bring to the table. I mean, that's partly why like Bentley and Murray have to be playable in this game, because if you're gonna do like this I'm gonna say Ocean's 11 a lot when doing this Let's Play, because that's exactly what they're trying to riff. If you have not seen that movie, you should. It's really good. But the strength of that kind of setup is that you assemble a team that each has their own strengths and like reasons for doing the heist. And obviously you see Murray can't climb up the way that Sly can, so his version of stealth is just clearing out shit. Just sucker punching someone from behind. I think he can still do, like, kind of sneaking. Alright, I think only Sly get pickpocketed in this game. There we go. You can't do the shakedown, that's in Sly 3.
Murray, I need you to make your way back to the aqua pump room and sabotage it.
Jeez, I don't know. How am I supposed to get past these lasers?
You should be able to break that power box by
Hell
throwing
yeah,
something
let's
at it.
break
Press
shit.
the circle button to use your stomp move near the ice machine to pick up a block of ice. Then press the square button to throw the block at the power box.
Hit the circle button to pick stuff up, and the square button to throw. Got it.
This also doubles as Murray's tutorial mission. Close enough.
You're strong, Murray. Try picking up other stuff in the room.
All right. And the ice is just basically here to give us a projectile we can use over and over again, even if we exhaust all our other projectiles in the room.
Enemies that are knocked out can be picked up with your stomp move. Throw something at that guard, then jump up there and pick him up with the circle button.
All right. That's how you take care of the guard. With the lasers. Yeah, so Murray is kind of the strongman of the group. He's not as stealthy as Sly is. Or at all. But he can break shit and punch shit real good. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. I thought those lasers were supposed to burn out with that guard. Oh, I can just walk past them. Whoopsie. Oopsie doodle.
Toss the rats into that open water main and plug up those pipes.
You dirty rats! That's... I'm pretty sure that was murder. I'm pretty sure that was just murder what we did. But...
Okay, fellas, I've constructed a plan to get at the clockwork tail feathers. But we'll need to pull off a few more jobs to set things up for the heist. First, Sly will have to pick a few pockets in the theater so that we'll have access to the Spotlight Control Center. Once that's accomplished, we'll be able to turn off all the security around.
I don't like bots in my chat.
We'll need your muscle, Murray, to take out all the exterior alarm horns. We don't want anything to alert the guards while we pull off the big job. And finally, we'll need to get into the discotheque to drop this mirror ball. Trust me, it's all part of the plan.
Nice. This is a really, really good way of adapting to the new... Oh, you can actually listen to Dimitri too when you're in the safe house. It's a fun little detail. So I see a Sly job and a Murray job. Two Sly jobs and a Murray job. Let's start with the Sly. Good old Sylvester here. Suffering succotash.
Hold it, Cooper.
Constable Neela. Another policewoman hot on my tail.
Please, I led you here.
So that Claw Gang slip was a clue. Why are you helping me out?
I'm not as black and white as Carmelita. I know what a menace those clockwork parts
She's still a
are.
cop.
I don't want the likes of the Claw Gang putting them to use.
So what? It takes a thief to catch a thief?
Something like that. But if I'm going to trust you in this case, I need to know that you can keep up. Literally.
Literally?
Don't fall behind.
Sly, hold down the R1 button to run. You'll need it to keep up with Constable Neela.
Yeah. These missions always sucked. Or they start to suck later on. But I think for now, since this is the first one, it's not too bad. Why is she taking such a roundabout route? Just go where you need to go. I hate when they do this in tailing missions. Like, if you want me to follow you, take the route that makes fucking sense. Don't go around in circles. This is nonsense. It just makes her look like an idiot. Or a jerk. I also believe you get a game over if you attack her. Just take the most straightforward approach. Yes, this looks like you're doing that now. Thank you. All these clues I had to sneak past.
Well done, Sly. We should work well together.
Glad you approve.
Now, legally, I can't enter Dimitri's nightclub without a warrant. But I happen to have obtained the key to his back door, which a person like yourself can use however he pleases.
Oh, we are absolutely going to work well together.
That job inside the disco will require my demolition skills. Head on back to the safe house. I should be all geared up in the field by the time you arrive.
Alright, and let's get another trophy for our troubles. And break some of these clue balls while we're over here. See two that are in need of destruction. Excellent. We're already halfway through all these glue bottles. Huh. Yeah, I do believe if you hit her, you have to restart the mission. It's a game over. I almost wanted to see it next time I have one of those to see if that's true. I just want to test it to be sure my memory is correct, but I'm pretty sure that is how it goes. Oh, there's a job over there, but we need to get this money, this cash money, over to our friend. You hear it before you see it. Let's get rich. I want to at least try to afford the powers we get through the marketplace. We'll keep going as Sly, and we'll do this other mission as him. Let's see over here. Another clue bottle. We have only 10 left. Alright, get over here then, boy. You're gonna step up, then step up. You did not step up. He did not step up. Turns out he was actually lame. I got it. Well. Retreat. Excellent.
Okay, Sly. There's the power boxes which route to the printing press area. To take care of them, I'll need you to put a splice clip in those spotlights.
Sorry, Bentley, but those fans are spinning way too fast to walk on.
They can be slowed down from this control panel, but you'll have to do a lot of pickpocketing to get at it.
Here's another mechanic we're learning about.
Carrying special fragile keys that will be destroyed if you attack. Make sure you pickpocket their keys before you take those thugs out. To pickpocket guards, sneak up behind them and press the circle button.
See, his pocket is glowing, that means he has something that's worth stealing.
dig a little.
And now we can... Oh, fuck me. Oh. Never mind. We're good. So there are 6 cards and 6 keys. So let's get you.
Check 1, check 2. Solid. Dimitri on the mic with a shout out to all my nightclub samurai. Stand tall. and
Your nightclub samurai.
I hear there's some raccoon dude giving us static. If you all spot his crack-a-box, bam! Make him unhappy. Take no prisoners. Go hardcore. Extreme all over his face. Okay, peace out.
Alright, now let's do a little bit of pickpocketing on you. I really like everything about this game. This game just feels good to play. The controls still feel really good in my hands. Yeah, there is a fluidity here that's hard to kind of like describe in words. But I feel like I am in control. I don't feel like the game is trying to fight me. Alright, 2 more left. Don't know where the last one is, but it's still you. So let's take care of you. And that means we got 1 more guard, whose key we need. Where are you, my pretty? Where are you? There you are. There you are. I'm gonna get ya. I'm gonna get you dead. Maybe we come up here. Yeah, I see the way. The path is illuminated. That's not the path. I made a mistake. Looks like I made a mistake of some kind. Let's see. What if we go this way? How do we get up there? Oh, here. This is how. Oh, you're watching TV. Oh, you slacker. I love this little detail. He's slacking off watching TV.
Nice work, Sly. Now head for the control panel to slow
Good on you, buddy. Good on you. He probably doesn't pay you enough anyway. He probably doesn't pay. Yeah, he probably doesn't pay you anywhere near enough to guard his shit. I forgot how
Use them to get on top
fast
of
this
the
game
chandelier
goes.
And insert that splice clip.
Admittedly, we're gonna be here for a while because there's 8 different episodes in this game, but the pace has so far been, like, really snappy.
I'm overriding the spotlight security guns.
Why is there a gun on the spotlights?
That should do it. No more security in the printing press room.
God damn. Let's get out of here. Because there's presumably people dancing in this ballroom. We're having dinner. You know my gun's trained on them. Also, I like the cute little detail that the lights turn into the Sly Cooper symbol when you finish the level. That's really cool. That's a really cool little detail. I like that. That's a calling card. Although that's not how calling cards work.
You can pickpocket all the guards around the nightclub. Try to find guys carrying shiny loot in their back pockets. We can pawn the good stuff for a lot of coins back here in the safe house.
See how that guy... No, that guy does not have shiny... Bye! Who else heard that? I think we have a Bentley and a Murray job left. So let's... We haven't played as Bentley yet, so let's bring him out. See, his weapon is a sleep dart. And he can't climb either, but he's a little more stealthy than Murray is. Yes, it is bombing time! That is a problem solver. Because Bentley, in case you haven't figured it out yet, is Demo Man. He does bombs. He does the bombs. Boom! Yeah, I... The animations in this game are really strong. There is a team out there that had a ton of fun making these animations for this game.
Okay, Bentley. To get past the laser fence, you'll need to blow it up. Press the triangle button to drop a bomb, and get out of the way before it explodes.
I love that Sly is our mission control.
Good job. Now, use your sleep darts to get by the guard. Press the R, he's out. Drop a bomb on him while he's down to keep him that way.
Whoopsie. Hit the wrong button, but it worked out in the end.
Hey, Bentley, how you holding up out there in the field?
Fine, I'm just fine. I just need to bomb all the pillars supporting that disco ball and I can get out of here.
What's with taking out the disco ball?
Its impact will shake the nightclub's front peacock sign loose from its mooring. Look, I can't talk now. I've got to keep moving. Keep safe.
I like that Sly is like Because they can't, like, Murray doesn't make sense to social control, so it's got, if it's not Bentley, it's probably got to be Sly. But Bentley knows what he's doing, he just needs, like, the focus, so Sly is more like emotional support over the comms than actual mission control. It's really cute. Yeah, it's a good dynamic. It really is a lovely little character building exercise between the two of them. Because like it shows you that they are actually friends. They're not just like saying it in the to make you like attached. They genuinely do care about each other. It's a nice little touch. You feel like these three are a team. Much more in this than the original Sly Cooper game. Like, Sly Cooper 1... Oh, fuck me. I gotta remember which button is which, because I want to do. If I'm making that mistake a lot, it's gonna be a problem for the LP. Alright, so let's blow up this. We should be all clear. Yeah, this game goes along. Like, Bentley already kind of had a strong presence in the first game, but really, more than anything, this game fixes Murray. Because Murray feels like so much more important to the group in this game than he ever did in Sly 1. Because Murray and Sly 1 always felt like the burden, like the big fat guy that's like a burden on the team. But here, like they retool him in a way that makes him so much more interesting as the strong dude, and it works so much better, both for the game and for his character. It helps you like see why he is part of the gang, beyond mere friendship.
Wow, Bentley, we felt that all the way back here at the safe house. And you were right, the peacock sign had half of its bolts pop off on impact.
I like this job complete thing too. It's really nice. Now it's time to get out of here and go back to the Murray. Where's the exit? Oh, here. And finish up this next phase of the operation. Oh, good to know there's a clue bottle up there. I am not Sly, though. I will not go for it. I kind of like that Sly, in particular, is the one that can use the rooftops well. It, like, the other two really can't. We're not to the same degree. So with the other two, you have to rely more on the combat tools. Exactly. Each of them feels very different mechanically. They each have their own identity, which keeps them. You can tell what you're playing as even without knowing without seeing the model. You can tell just by the controls who you're playing as, and that's good because it means they each have their own identity. They are visually and mechanically distinct from each other in a way that sells each of their individual core strengths and skill sets. Okay, here's the Murray job. Each of them has their own, like, flavor of task that is best suited to them in particular.
Okay, Murray. That alarm horn will tip off Dimitri during our heist. There are 3 of them out here, and I need you to take them out.
Check.
This is going to take some serious muscle, Murray. You're the only guy on the team who can pull this off. Stop to pick things up, then throw it at those alarm horns. Good luck, pal. This could get rough.
Evildoers feel my wrath.
Yeah, I'm gonna ignore. It is kind of weird for a thief to, like, pretend that they're a superhero. But he's the Murray, and I like him, so it's okay. It's also, like, we just look at the open world. Sly, you can use the rooftops, so getting around guards not really a problem. Bentley has to use the ground a lot, but he can make do with his sleep darts to get around guards without huge issues. And the Murray can just straight up fight dudes, and it's not a big deal. The Murray can just straight up fight guys. It's not a big deal at all. So he doesn't have the rooftops, but he doesn't really need them. He can just kind of run around with almost impunity. These convenient newspapers here.
Murray, if you want to break out of your combat stance, hold down the R1 button.
I keep calling him the Murray, which is honestly, I might just stop correcting myself at some point and just go with it, because I like it. I like what they did with Murray in this game. It's really, really good and really, really body positive. He's loud, he's big, he's proud, it's great. Murray is the game man we all need. I didn't say that, did I? Yes, I did. Oh, hey! How convenient. No. And we're done! On to the next phase of the operation.
Okay, fellas, the dominoes are all in place.
Thunderbeat.
Time to pull off the big heist. First, Murray will help me break into the old water tower. From there, I should be able to shut down the plaza fountain. Dimitri's sure to send someone out to get the repair truck. Sly, you'll pickpocket the truck keys off this guy once he shows up. Then hand them off to me and Murray in the plaza. We'll go steal the truck while you climb to the top of the nightclub's peacock sign. When you're in position, Murray will fire the truck's winch line up to you and will use it to pull down the sign. If my calculations are correct, the impact should create an entrance to the printing press room. Then, Sly, you jump in, grab the clockwork tail feathers, and we all get the heck out of here.
Hell yeah. We spent this entire episode, planning the heist. Let's see who actually gets to start it. It's Bentley. And now it's time to actually go through with it. So let's do Operation Thunderbeak.
Come on, chum. Let's get to that water tower.
Yeah, it's a little like... It's a heist movie, but in a comic book style. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of both. Let's have Murray handle the violence.
Jump into my arms. I'll toss you up there.
Yes.
You're gonna have to blast your way in.
All right.
I need to focus. Which valves do I turn to divert water pressure from the plaza? To change the flow of water through a valve, I should press the circle button.
It's really not that complicated. You just press the buttons as you see them. This is the one. Now, which one am I missing? You.
Success! Sly, the water pressure to the fountain should be disabled.
It's off all right. They're already sending out the repair guy to fix it up.
Nice.
Pickpocket the keys to his repair truck without being seen.
It's hard to describe, but as the player, seeing this heist go off like flawlessly feels really good. You feel really cool doing this. Before I steal the key, I had to steal. I do hear that clue bottle, but we're kind of in the mission, so it's too late for that. I'll just take your silver watch, and that'll be my consolation prize. And get your key. Perfect.
Okay, head back to the fountain to make the exchange.
Let's take care of this guy.
It's all you.
Let's head out for the repair truck.
I actually like I like the swapping characters in between each part of this, because like it feels very dynamic. You feel like you are constantly keeping motion, that the plan is still coming together. Murray here to make combat a breeze. Let's take this truck.
I'll take the wheel.
Because Murray can
I know how to
drive.
drive a stick shift.
I need to get in position on top of the nightclub's peacock sign for phase 3.
Oh, I love that we literally like do a cut back to this and do what Sly was doing. That's such a cool shot. This whole thing is so fucking cool. This whole thing is so cool.
position.
Great. We're just driving up right now. Get ready to grab the tow harpoon. Whoops.
Gotcha.
Hooks on. Pull away.
Sly, the guards are onto us. Protect the truck.
Do a little bit of fighting. It's just a complication, nothing more. Do a little bit of fighting, a little bit of combat, no big deal. There we go. And now we're in.
Behold the majesty of gravity and inertia.
That was real subtle, Bentley.
Okay, you jump in, grab the clockwork tail feathers, and we're out of here.
I love when a plan comes together.
So, Raccoon, let's do this. Like totally bumming my house up and bringing me down. So very uncool. Why can't you let birds and bees be free, bro?
Listen, Dimitri. You have no idea what you're playing with. It'll bring more than your house down.
Look, bro, I think you are a tough cowboy. A man with taste, style, vision, a connoisseur of finer things.
Beautiful.
Like me. Look, I'm sure that two cats in a bag like us can work something out. Yeah? We smooth. Yeah? Look.
I love this nonsense he's saying.
You can take all you want. I can.
No deal. You and the rest of the Claw Gang have to be stopped. Clockwork will never again see the light of day. Just hand over the tail feathers and we can...
What is this with clocks, bro? Have you no vision? Are you hearing what I beam to you? You think you have juice? Don't show me a little mind when talking about such big things. You think you can swing the bat? Show your bling and let me shine you.
I have no idea.
Show your bling and let me shine you.
Sucks.
Oh, let's dance!
I have no idea what you're saying and your suit sucks. Camera is not doing many favors right now. This is a pretty simple boss fight overall. I might lose this fight. Yeah, that's a good dialogue sequence. Yeah, I lost. Shit.
My suit is greasy sweet.
Took too much early damage in this fight. Yeah, it's a really fun dialogue. Down you go. 1, 2. 1, 2. He's tough because you haven't fought any bosses yet, so you don't know what the rhythm is. Once you know his rhythm, he's not too bad. It's just getting to that point. Backstep. Oh, damn. Did you go back enough? There. He's down. This is murder. Okay.
And my counterfeit in operation. It's past tense.
I'm doing you a favor. What kind of thief prints money? There's no honor in that.
You crackerbox.
You know, Dimitri has a point. What use is honor in the thief business? You're just printing money. That's fine. You don't need to steal stuff at this point. You just make the money.
The clockwork tail feathers were ours, and Dimitri's counterfeiting
I
operation
don't condone
was ruined.
counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is bad and crime and causes really bad inflation of
Due to
the
untimely
the dollar.
arrival from Lolita, my escape
Don't
got
do it.
A little tricky. Angry at having just missed me, she took it out on Dimitri, shutting down the nightclub.
An
and
old
throwing
story.
a
Carmelita
frustrated
busts
forger
in
behind bars.
and takes out her anger at the local
The
criminal.
gang and I headed out of town for a week in Monaco.
You know, as cops do.
Bentley wanted to try out his new card counting formula, and I figured the team had earned themselves a well-deserved break.
Now it's time for episode 2. That was a nice little episode. That was a nice way to break us into what we're doing. Like, help us.
Another clockwork part had surfaced in India, so the boys and I loaded up the van and zeroed in on our next target. A mysterious spice lord known as Rajan.
Spice Lord.
A self-made man who grew up poor on the streets of Calcutta, he started his life of crime selling illegal spices in the black market, eventually growing
Spice.
a small outfit to a sizable operation, and earning himself a seat in the prestigious Claw Gang. He's since crowned himself Lord of the Hills, and while he goes to great lengths to convince others of his royalty, it's mostly to convince himself. True to form, he's holding a lavish ball in his newly purchased ancestral palace.
This
The
is
reason? To show off his latest acquisition, the clockwork wings. The symbol of my enemy. If you saw the wings silhouetted against the night sky, it was already too late for you, especially if your name was Cooper.
I love this sequence.
Rajan believes displaying the wings will bring him prestige, and maybe they will. But they're also bringing me.
I like you don't notice this unless you're looking for it. I like in Sly's design for this game, they moved the backpack to like a hip pouch. It just makes him look a little bit more like a professional thief. It's a really cool little detail. So he doesn't need like a backpack full of tools. He's got the hip pouch. That's all he needs is a place to store his loot.
Sly, scope out the palace and then find a way to break into the ballroom. Let's find out who's at this party.
But episode 1 is more or less your
With the drawbridge up, the only way across that river is on those conical rocks. Do you remember how to spire jump?
What? You think I forget one of the Cooper family's greatest thief moves? Whenever I'm near pointed objects, I just need to jump and hit the circle button to perform a ninja spire landing.
That's correct. Now let's see it in action.
episode 1 serves as more or less the baseline for what we can expect. And now that we have that baseline established, episode 2 and onward, we can start playing around with what it means to do like one of these kinds of levels. And I kind of like that they do that with Sly 2. We'll talk about it as we kind of progress, but they really do a good job at making making each level feel different and individual from the rest. In terms, not just like what you're doing, but also in terms of like the pace of the plot. Where is my actual mission start point? Let's go to the rooftops and see. There's gotta be a way up onto the roof from here. Go down. Down. Alright, now... Where? Oh, there we are. Recon the ballroom. Oh, okay. Oh, convenient. I'll take your money. It was this direction. There's the mission marker. So let's do the recon.
I figured out how to sneak in above the ballroom without being detected. The only problem is there's no way to climb up to that balcony door.
Not a problem. There seem to be plenty of branches for me to walk on. I'll figure it out.
Alright, this should be a way up. See a bottle over there, we'll get it later. Now let's see what we're dealing with here.
Easy does it, Sly. Just
Whoopsie doodle.
easy does it, Sly. Just don't go out onto that balcony and you should remain undetected. Looks like the wings have been welded onto that statue. They look heavy. Getting the wings out of here will be a real challenge.
Let's see. Electronic winch.
An electronic winch. That could be useful.
Now let's take a look at Rajan.
That's him. Rajan's really pulled out all the stops to impress people with this party. Maybe you should get some shots of the guests.
Alright, show me some guests then.
Jean Bisson, a member of the Claw Gang and Canadian shipping baron. He owns half the trains in Canada.
Canadian shipping baron. Eh?
That's the Contessa, a high-ranking prison warden for Interpol. She must be working undercover to expose Rajan's spice ring.
Look at all these, like, setting the scene. All these characters that'll become relevant later.
Arpeggio specializes in exotic technology.
Look at all these fucking, like, plot critical NPCs here all in the same place.
Carmelita's here too. She must be undercover with the Contessa to help bust Rajan.
Sure. That sounds plausible, I guess. Just, like, name drop every important NPC that we will encounter for the rest of the game right now.
Leela, another officer undercover. Watch yourself, Sly. This party is crawling with cops. That's all the photos I need. Bring them back to the safe house, and we'll start building a game plan.
All right. That's a very economical approach.
Stealing the clockwork wings in the middle of a crowded ballroom is going to take some serious misdirection. And the squad of undercover cops only makes things more complicated. Although, we might be able to use them to our advantage. But no matter what we do in the ballroom, sooner or later we'll need to deal with Rajan's security chopper. Murray can take it out with some of the local armaments, but he won't be able to get inside the palace until Sly lowers the drawbridge for him.
All right. So first things first is get this drawbridge down, I guess. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Sorry, Bentley. Wanted to sell the things we got. Well... don't have enough money yet, but we will. Got a couple of jobs. Lower the drawbridge and ballroom dance party. Problem solved. Let's lower this drawbridge first to make my life easier. Cops do ruin a good party. Steal your shit while we're here. Where is the marker? There you are.
I'd love to, pal, but the winch is all locked down. You know where I can find the keys?
Key guards have recently taken up positions around the palace. Sneak in, pick all of their pockets, and bring the keys back to the locked
all right.
winch.
It's winch, not witch, Bentley. It's winch. Inch. Inch, 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 inch. Not witch. Start with you. Oh, fuck off! Nice try. Oh. Bye. Now I say goodbye. No, I said goodbye. No, I said goodbye. All right. I hear the pitter-patter of a clue bottle. But I should probably focus on actually doing my objective this time. Yes, I said good day! Doing my best Gene Wilder impersonation. You're not a key guard. Do you have shiny? You do not have shiny. I just gotta kill you the old-fashioned way. Bye. Alright, let's get rid of you. I mean, take your key, and then probably still get rid of you. That was close. And down. Oh, clue is up. What else is up? Doc? Alright. Where are the other... Okay, the other two guards are over here. So let's go and steal their keys. Making good progress, then we'll eventually start to be able to play as Bentley and Murray once they're able to actually leave the safe house and go in through the drawbridge.
You can use noise to lure this guard from his post. Try ringing that gong and picking his pocket when he returns to his post.
Where are you going? Alright. Awesome. Great. Now I'm gonna pick the pocket. Where's the last of y'all? Over there. Yeah, we can get around him. Alright, that works. We'll just get around him by going this way. And then, once we're behind him, we can pick his pocket. There we go. That's a solution. Problem solved.
Good job, Sly. Now take those stolen keys back to the padlock winch to lower the drawbridge.
Task almost complete.
Thanks, Sly. Now Murray and I can access the palace grounds.
We have one more Sly job to do, though, before we switch characters. So let's do this, and that might be it for tonight, once we finish this job. We'll see. Fine, then. We'll just go up the long way around. Let's do this.
Hello, I'm here for the dance.
Huh? Sorry, sir, but we have a dress code. You got a tuxedo?
Oh, I love this mission.
Sorry, pal. No tux, no entry.
Sorry, Sly. Somehow I totally overlooked the need for formal wear. That guy's not going to let you in without a tuxedo.
Don't beat yourself up, Bentley. At a party this ritzy, there has to be a spare penguin suit around here somewhere.
Try the guest house. Someone may have overpacked.
What I love, because they actually talk about this in the developer commentary for this game, is as the directors describe it, it is a world of shirts but no pants. That's the developer's words, not mine. Like, everyone is pantsless. I tell you though, you put underwear on them, suddenly it's lewd. Donald Duck rules, obviously.
Okay, Bentley. I'm in position inside the guest house. Have any intel for me?
Well, I recommend searching all the rooms. It's statistically probable that each should hold at least one portion of a tuxedo.
What do I look for inside the rooms?
This isn't an exact science. Ransack the place until you find part of a tuxedo.
Any plan which involves ransacking is okay with me.
Yeah, nothing too complicated.
Attention, guards. This is Lord of the Yard. The party here is in full swing. All visitors are now in the ballroom. Now, this ball will be on the up and up. Not all of the guests are. So be on careful lookout for prowlers. Getting bad press in this event.
Okay. None of you have shinies. Oh, you have shiny. Let's take your shiny. My shiny now. And down you go. This is a fun... It's like, ransacking is fun in video games. Wait, more of you? Okay. I'll take you out too, since you're asking for it. Yeah, let's go up here and see if we can find a tuxedo part. This must be Rajan's room, which is why it's so heavily guarded. Oh, look, you have a shiny. My shiny! Down! Dance shoes! It is astounding how much cleaner Sly's profile is about that backpack. The hip pouch was a great change. Remember one time, I'm pretty sure like the container is randomized, it's just the last one you open. I once had it come in, like my piece of tux come in through the mirror. Like I hit the mirror and suddenly a dance shoes popped out of it. I was like, that's kind of funny. Alright, room 2. You do not have shinies. I cannot let you call any guards over, so you have to go first. Fight you off, and that won't be a problem. Easy peasy. Let's smash stuff. Dress shirt. Got more parts. I love that, like... Because... a good half of the guests are ladies. They shouldn't have dance wear, like, or men's dance wear on them.
Try another room.
Realistically speaking, there's no reason for Carmelita or Neela to have, like, a piece of a tuxedo in their room. But, you know, it's fun.
You might need to use your stealth attack in here. Remember, the triangle button knocks guys up into the air, and the square button brings them down hard.
Turn around, asshole. Turn yourself around. Turn your life around. So I can slam into the ground like this. All right. Let's see. What else do we smash in this room? Oh. What haven't we smashed yet? There we go. They're at the jacket. Now the other hallway. Why is it always snakes? Do you have shiny? You don't have shiny. Go down. I also love Sly's comm animations. Bentley's are great too, but I like Sly's a lot. I like that he's I like that he like crouches down to get up below his opponent. That's a really cool touch. Because what a thief would do is they would fight underhanded. I know we're going a little past time, but that's okay. I don't have to go to work tomorrow, so we can be a little over. When we're gonna once we finish this mission, we'll wrap up. This game does not really handle like leaving mid-mission all that well. It really doesn't. So you gotta at least complete the mission before you quit, or you'll just lose. You'll just start over from the beginning, and that's never fun for anybody. You do not have shiny, so you are useless and disposable. That's all of it. Bow tie.
That's it. Now that you've got a complete tuxedo, the doorman will let you into the ballroom.
Perfect. And now we're good. So let's exit, let the autosave take place. And then we will wrap up for the night. Alright, and with that, I think we are good for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining me. We're going to finish Sly 2, and then we'll do the query afterwards. And I'm looking forward to doing both of those things. This was one of my favorite games in the PS2 era. Like, bar none. Ratchet and Clank is great. Jak and Daxter is great. Sly was also, like, way up there. Way up there. Way, like... I don't know if I don't know whether I would put Sly or Ratchet where I put those in the hierarchy, because like they're both good for different things. I liked them both more than I did Jak back in that era. But Jak was still pretty good. For now, though, remember, wear your mask, social distance, wash your hands, get your vaccine and your booster. Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, stop Asian hate, and all lives cannot matter until minority lives matter. We're gonna have to talk about Roe v. Wade at some point in one of these, but women's rights are not women, because more than women get pregnant. Did I just say vaginal rights are human rights? I'll work on that. That's a work in progress, because that doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth. You know what I'm talking about. Until next time, have a great evening, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!